Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the community. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for choosing yourself by clicking on this video. We're going to be channeling messages for you from your spirit guides. Let's get into it. Three of Wands. Okay. 10 of Cups. The Hanged Man in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords upright. And 9 of Cups in reverse. And then the Hierophant. With the back of the deck being 3 of Swords. All right. So what I'm seeing here is that the energy of this entire reading is going to be about past pains, past hurts. Maybe you're working through them already. You probably are. But it's starting to clear out now. And it's starting to, this betrayal, this ending involving 3 people, I'm hearing, it's over. I'm hearing it's over. It's dealt with. You're done. You're moving forward. Good. Proud of you. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is all about a new beginning, starting something fresh. So it seems like you are embarking on a new journey now. You're heading towards things that really matter to you. And not just at an individual level, because I do see the 9 of Cups in reverse. So this isn't about necessarily following your satisfaction, because maybe you tried that in the past and it led you astray, right? And so now you're realizing what you should be moving towards, which is just a happy future, one that involves other people, one that surrounds you with love rather than just you on your own, right? You on your own, you can feel very satisfied, sure, but you're realizing that the joy of getting blessed is having the ability to share those blessings with others as well, right? It's not just all about just you on your own. Yes, of course, a lot of our journey is us on our own, but it is so that we can realign ourselves with people that really matter, with people that really care about us and want the best for us, and we want the same thing for them, right? And this sounds super basic, but I mean, given the trouble you've gone through, it's not that basic. We think this is like, just this is what we're all looking for, but that's not true for some people. And you're realizing that, and it's time for you now. I'm not saying it's time for you to do anything. You're just going to be doing it. Now you're going to be coming down from this tree that you've been hanging up on. This is how it's supposed to be. But you're untying yourself, you're coming back down. You've already gained enough perspective, and maybe where you are, you can't like gain more. Not that you can't grow where you are. It's just that you're realizing that you've grown beyond what is around you. And you deserve to go after things that expand your perspective, expand your horizons, learn new things, experience new things. I think that's all you really need, because you're coming back. Spirit's telling me you're coming back to yourself. Maybe before you were really innocent. Maybe before people would say you were a bleeding heart, right? Now you're like And maybe back then when people would tell you that, you saw it as a bad thing, but you understood your sensitivity and you might have forgotten because of adapting, just trying to survive. These things get lost in survival. And so now you're coming back to your innocence, or you are remembering your innocence. Yeah, with the Page of Swords too. You're realizing that you've been led astray. You've been led astray by people that have claimed they wanted the best for you, but didn't actually want the best for you because they benefited off of you. Okay? And with the Nine of Cups, like we talked about earlier, it's no longer about just satisfying yourself. It is about following your soul path, following what you know to be true, following what you know why you know why you came here. And maybe people have been like talking down your throat, like trying to like make you go in different directions, and maybe it confused you and it just got you into like this mental battle of like not feeling good enough for the people around you, because what they want are very different things from what you want. It may not look like it on the surface. Maybe on the surface, they could tell you, like, no, we want the same things. Let's just work together. We can do this. We can create that future that both of us hold. You guys don't hold the same future. You guys don't see the same things. You guys are at different levels of vibration, and that's not on them. That is simply because you chose to dive into who you are, dive into that depth of self, right? And you allowed yourself to experience just deeper levels of you. Other people around you, though, have not. They have yet to. Not that they won't ever, they just haven't chosen to. And that is not on you, that's not on them. That is simply the way their life goes. We can't control that kind of stuff. It's divine timing for people to wake up when it's time for them to wake up. Okay? And it is never a judgment on them if they are or not. It is just more of a reflection of where you are. By putting more energy into you, naturally, you're going to be vibrating at a much different frequency than those that give away their energy constantly to please others. You know what I mean? Okay. Three of Cups. So I'm seeing that celebration is upon you. It's time to have some fun. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to celebrate with the people that you know are good for you. Okay, because you are rebalancing now. Maybe you haven't gotten to, where you see yourself in the future, but you're getting there. You've made movement towards that, and that is still worth celebrating, because that means you are still following your path. That means you are still doing what is necessary for you, and that's beautiful, and that deserves to be celebrated and seen. So maybe you've been hiding yourself away from the world, because I'm seeing the world in reverse. I just pulled that out. Maybe you've been hiding yourself away, or you've just been avoiding the spotlight, avoiding eyes. Okay. With the Empress coming out. Okay. So, let's see. So even though you've been avoiding the spotlight, you have still been treating yourself well. Your life has been well. Your life has been good. Things have been working out for you better each day. And if it hasn't, it's going to. Let this be confirmation that it will change very quickly, because you are embodying the Empress energy. And what this means is that, kind of like me right now, where I'm just kind of sitting and I'm receiving from the universe, and you simply know that you are deserving of your blessings. You're deserving of your seat. You're not going to get up for anyone, not just anyone. It has to be people that match your vibration, opportunities that match your vibration, right? And so that's the Empress, very abundant within self. It is not about gender. The Empress merely embodies that yin energy, that feminine energy that the West likes to call it. And it's beautiful because that means that as you're in the seat ready to receive, the universe can finally give to you, right? Because they want you to receive it. Maybe you weren't being surrounded by the right people. That's what I'm hearing a lot, that you weren't surrounded by the right people, that you're surrounded by people that wanted to just take from you, that wanted you to provide for them. Maybe they constantly push you to be in your masculine energy, where that's yang energy. So that's more action, that's more fire, that's more very in the physical world, right? Or where you go out and get what's yours, compared to the feminine, whereas she will sit and simply receive what is hers. And I'm sorry again, this is not gender specific. This can be for our men, or it doesn't even matter what we claim ourselves as. Energy is so independent of that, so independent of gender. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing with the Empress card. Oops. And no. With the Six of Cups in reverse. So maybe this causes you to break ties with those that you've known for a while, childhood friends, or just long-term friends. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you've realized that you're not supported where you are. You would love to be supported by them. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you've been hoping for, right? But they haven't been able to give that to you. And remember to not channel that into judgments about them. It's simply a reflection of where you are. Again, I'm saying this again. I know I'm repeating myself. But basically, you know that they're not right for you because you've outgrown them. Point blank, period. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. You've outgrown people, and your heart has been kind of giving you a hard time because you want to be with these people, but they make it really difficult. They don't get it. They're not treating you well. They're not seeing how you're in a sensitive state because you are going through an ascension, and they're not catering to you while you're going through this ascension. And when I say catering, it's not like bending to your will. It's just like knowing how sensitive you are in the time and realizing that maybe you need a little bit more time to yourself. Maybe you need privacy. Maybe you need no judgment. Maybe you don't need a person telling you what to do or how you're doing it. It just seems like you can't really catch a break with the people around you, and what you need is peace, what you need is quiet. So maybe I'm seeing you like like instead of going home, you'll spend an extra hour in your car just to de-stim, to relax, to get your mental right again, and maybe it looks like going to the park every day and getting fresh air and stuff like that, which is beautiful. But at the same time, you do need that space where you can just be and allow yourself to step into this new role that you know you're stepping into, right? But it's kind of hard to do that when you're surrounded by people that want you to stay the same. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Let me pull out more cards in case there's any more messages for you. Ace of Wands. Spirit, what does my collective need to hear at this time? Four of Pentacles. Okay. And Ten of Swords. And oh my goodness, why is everything falling? Two of Cups and Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, Spirit guides. So what I'm seeing is that Spirit is sending you an idea. In your quiet times, you are getting a very divinely gifted idea. And this is towards your career, okay, with the Four of Pentacles right next to it. I'm seeing that you have been pinching your pennies, been saving, been trying to be really smart about how you use your money, how you save your money, all that, right? And it's caused you to feel extremely drained. That's what I'm hearing. This lack of resources is causing you to look at your life. It's causing you to have a reflection. Because the Ten of Swords comes out, and this card tells me that you have been through it, that people have hurt you, that people have used you. And I know we don't like bringing this up all the time. I know I don't like hearing it whenever it comes up, but it's important because it's part of your story. And maybe you can say you're over it, but it still has this energy. It's still part of your story. You know, you don't need to be so ashamed of it. Maybe there is some shame regarding others hurting you because maybe you had a lot of pride in being unfuckwithable. You know, like maybe before you were just like, nah, people can't mess with me. I see them clearly, right? And maybe you did because you have a really good intuition. But the devil has its ways, and you still found people that kind of snuck through your boundaries, if you had any, and they caused a lot of damage. I'm seeing that. They caused you to lose focus. They caused you to lose confidence in yourself. Again, with the hearing of like, you're not good enough, like what you're bringing is not good enough. That's what I'm hearing, and it's annoying me because that's really ungrateful. But anyways, yeah, you're fed up. You're done. You're done because you realize that you have emptied your cup for people that just pour it out, right? You pour into their cup and they take that cup that you just poured into and just go, give me more. That wasn't enough, right? I'm sorry if that triggered you, but so you're realizing a lot of the imbalance in your life is from you over giving to people in your life that just don't appreciate it. And maybe you feel some kind of responsibility for them. Maybe they are your spouse. But even then, they really should be taking care of themselves as well. Like, it's not all on one person. A marriage is a partnership, even more so. You know, it's not just you do everything for me and I will decide how I feel about you that day. No. It's a every day you gotta commit to each other. You gotta put in the work, and you got to accept that there's some things you could work on, some things they could work on, but that happens through loving each other, not pointing fingers at each other, not pointing at our shortcomings, right? And that's something that I've had to learn too. Like it's just toxicity. It's this, like, if you're not giving to yourself, suddenly you feel the need to take from others because you don't have anything for yourself, and that just creates that cycle of vampiric energy, you know? And so the only way to break that cycle is to simply take that energy that you would have given to them and put it into yourself, right? Maybe you're feeling like maybe your love life just isn't where you want it to be, and you're scrambling, and you're trying to make enough money so you can take them out to show them that you care. Maybe you need to take some time for yourself. Maybe it's not about going on dates, and it's more about looking within and giving that date to you. Maybe you just need to be wooed by you, right? Your energy's hot. I can feel it. And so it's important to give back to you. Love on yourself, okay? Be your partner before you're anyone else's partner. And that is how you break that cycle. You don't break it by giving more to the people that simply take it anyways. No, that's literally falling into the same cycle over and over again. So that's why the Ace of Cups is in reverse, because they simply don't want you pouring it into other people. They don't want you giving away your precious energy, especially at a time like this when you are ascending beyond what you knew. Your whole environment's changing, the people around you are changing. It's a really big moment for you. And so it's really important to prioritize yourself, take people off the pedestal that they have put themselves on, maybe. Yes. Take them off the pedestal. Realize that they are just a human being, and that they should take care of themselves. I talked about this in the last reading too, but it is important. It is important when we're at this age where people feel entitled to each other's energy. It's really weird, and it's not natural. It's like it's been created by social media and YouTube and just like content creating, where people feel like it's natural to receive from other people, like, constantly, right? And so it's a good reminder to realize that no, that's not natural. What is natural is giving to yourself. And if people call you selfish, good, because you probably needed to learn how to be selfish. You probably people pleased a little too often. So now that people are calling you selfish, guess what? That means you're changing. That means that there is growth that is being seen by other people, because now they have a hard time using you as they did before, because now they suddenly are meeting this boundary that you've already put in place, right? Rather than just going up to your face and being like, I'm taking that, and they take your energy. No. You put up a boundary, you know your worth, and you don't let them take from you. You can give, but no one is taking, right? That's the difference. So let me take a sip of water. Okay. So let's pull out some oracle cards to finish off this reading. Yes. Purification. That's what I'm saying. You're going through a period of ascension. You're going through a period where you're purging all these heavy emotions and people out of your life. This is a purification process. It's not going to look pretty, but it is leading you to a place where you're thriving. Okay? Purifying means that it's simply allowing things to leave that aren't aligned with you so that new things can come in that are aligned with you. And you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel like you're thriving because everything is aligned with who you are. You don't have to change. I mean, you have to grow, but you don't have to change who you are at a core level. You know, things that you wouldn't want to really compromise on, you don't have to. That's the thing. That's the wonderful thing about manifesting. It's about attracting things towards you that are good for you, that you want for your life. Okay. Let's see what else. Transformation. Come on. Come on. You're doing the damn thing, okay? You are transforming. You're going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You are a blooming rose. You are growing. You are transforming. You're allowing people to see just exactly who you are. You're not hiding anymore, and you're allowing people to see your high vibrational self, and you aren't going to feel bad about it. Maybe people around you just don't want you to shine. They don't want you to step out into your authentic self, because maybe your authentic self is so beautiful and it's so magical that it simply attracts way too many people, and then maybe the people around you just get jealous, and then it could be a lot of things. But what I'm seeing is that you are leaving this painful past in the past. You're leaving it where it is. You're not picking it up again. Maybe there's more to heal, but that'll happen in due time, with space, with separation. Okay? Know that if people, places, and things are leaving your life at this time, it is for a very, very good reason, whether you know it or not. Maybe, I mean, of course, spirit knows things that you don't know because they're in rooms that you're not in. They can hear things that you can't hear. And the things people have said about you are simply irrational, illogical lies and self-serving. That's what I'm hearing. I'm sorry to be roasting your past people, but I think they deserve it. Honestly. I think they deserve it. Maybe a little bit of looking in the mirror isn't so bad. It's painful for those that have never looked in it, but eventually you get used to it, right? You get used to your own reflection if you stare at it long enough. So anyways, this is where I'm going to leave it off. Thank you for watching. I hope this message helped you in any way. If it did, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment how you feel about the reading, if it helped you in any way. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.